for him this afternoon. Brewer slides in there, immediately claimed by Brendan Gale. The umpire wants it. 84-45, so they've taken the best punch, you feel, from the power. And it's caused them no real harm, the Tigers. Lade circling. Gale nudging. Taps it down, intended for Knights. Franco surrounded, gave it away. Daffy in close. Hurried kick down towards half forward. Miranda works against Bond. Not often he's had his colours lowered this season. Mead gets it across. The kick comes from Wilson out towards the wing. Peeling off and coming to meet it hard was Broderick. Well played, comes back under the left boot. Pokes it to the middle. Taken by Knight. Garden could score from here. 55 metres out. Sends it long. Richardson almost off hands and a behind.
He's so nonchalant when he gets the ball bowed. And he was 60 metres out then. And just failed to make the distance, but he is such a beautiful kick of the ball.
That's a 4-goal bag against West Coast earlier this year. In that same game, dislocated his collarbone and had 8 weeks out. The player coming back now. Mead now at centre half back. Down through the centre of the ground. Francis can't control the ball. Lyle in underneath.
Maybe an indication of the pressure that Richmond are applying to the Port Adelaide players when they get the ball like that. And you're just a little unsure in your ball handling. It's an indication of real pressure from the opposition.
And pressure has been from the Tigers. Since quarter time, they've kicked 8 goals to 3. Really have the Port power under the pump. Broderick again. Bounces in the forward line. Richardson looking for a second chance. Paxman denies him that with a good handball to the running Bond. He in turn now inside towards Daniels. Long towards the wing. Eagleton in front. Bond the spoiler from behind. Roving by Harrison was good. Prescott falls fortunately there for Broderick. Releases Bowden again for a second go on the left. Gone long, gone strong. He's gone home.
That was impressive. The way that Broderick held that ball up, but also they really did hit it hard on the back flank, near the back flank in this position. That was experience and good play from behind. Callaway quickly again in front. Now look at the way he holds it up, sets him up. Very, very well done by Broderick. Put it down to Broderick. He is, as I mentioned earlier, an excellent kick.
Four goals to 1 in this term. The Tigers looking too strong. They've kicked well clear. 14-7. Plays 6-9. The margin 46 points now. Gale timed his leap better.
Now there's 2 Richmond players running into one another. That's what I was saying earlier about how they're intent on getting the ball.
It's a good sign you were telling us before. But
yes,
tell that to Daffy.
I was telling you that yesterday, Dennis. But look, there they are. They both come at the ball. That is a good sign.
Lyle's got it alongside the centre circle. Little chip out wide. There's Wilson running down towards the 50. Could almost score from here. Low trajectory kick. Well, look at those Tigers getting back. You see Daffy there, top left. Seems to be okay. He hobbles. Meantime, back with the ball. It's a Tiger ball. Bond getting no help from Scott Cummings, but eventually the rightful owner is Gale. Harrison, who's owned it a lot of the time this afternoon, kicks towards the outer side. Dickey surely interfered with, will get the free kick. Donald Dickey. Right half forward. His team down 6-9 to 14-7. Goes short. Squire had to wait. Takes the mark. 60 metres from goal to Brewer. Now Brewer not beyond him this kick. Cummings leads, so nobody is back now. He goes short though. Fooled them all. Francis, 35 metres out. A low skimmer. Just cleared the man down there. But the wrong side of the post in any case. Well, if you want to see a build-up with no conviction, that was it. Cummings came on the lead. You look to the square, and there were 2 Tigers standing there. Nobody near them. It had to be short from Brewer. Bond, meantime, gets some distance on this one towards the outer side. Valiant attempt at the mark out there, not paid. Lade fell over. As a result, Knights comes away. to Campbell. Those midfield runners teaming up pretty well. Gathered brilliantly by Prescott. Prescott runs inside the 50. Hangs it high. Wanganeen. Powell beat him and kicks a goal. Well, so often in man-to-man duels, you've got to consider the quality of the opposition, and he beat close to the best.
Yes, but listen, Dennis.
Yes, Don.
When things are running, and look at that, when things are running your way, Powell should not have got that. I mean, Prescott should not have got that, and Powell shouldn't have got this either. But they've made it, and it's going their way, Richmond. And now they start to take the rewards for their hard work. And it's unfolding beautifully as far as they're concerned.
A 5-goal third quarter to date to match a 5-goal first and a 5-goal second quarter by the Tigers. So a consistent performance. Port Adelaide now, their opportunity. Brewer to Lyle, tosses up. Cummings is one-on-one. Assistance comes for the Tigers. Callaway with courage, back with the flight of the ball. To the outer side, 2 Tigers. Bunky works with Bond. The Tiger Bond to Gale. Back to Campbell. Racking up possessions. Kick number 16. Rogers. They now sitting inside 50. The defence there is strong. Bond should have gone with it, Shane. You need to keep the ball moving. Eventually he does to Huskus. Coming across the ground at half-back. Mead. Not kept to the advantage of his teammates. They have to work it. Brewer does well out to Eagleton. On the left foot, Cummings leads. Reaches over the top. No interference towards the line. Gale cleaning up. Willis, well done eventually. Handball really didn't favour him. Up in the air, push, shove, hold, what is it? He lets it all go. Eagleton makes something out of nothing. Into the half-forward lane, he steps around. An opportunity for the big fella. On the right foot, got it. He has.
Hello, Peter Mitchell with stories making news next. Religious groups outraged over Pauline Hanson's latest proposal, a special tribute service for rescuers involved in the Thredbo tragedy. A Dandenong businessman claims the Westpac Bank lost his $15,000 deposit, plans for a radical shake-up of Victoria's police force, England's remarkable victory to end the Ashes series, all today's major sport with Mark Beretta, and a British grandmother sets a world powerboat record. The details on 7 shortly.
Introducing the McDonald's Snack Mac. For only $1.50, you get the great taste of a Big Mac in a burger that's just right for a quick bite. $1.50 Snack Mac. It's the burger AFL players will do anything to get their hands on.
Fun.
5 points. The Tigers approaching their best third term of the season. They have manufactured 31 points in this quarter. Their best third quarter. They've done it 3 times, 33 points. They dig it out of the centre. Still all the time in the world to add to 31. Rogers to Richardson. And Richardson takes the tumbling mark. His 5th of the afternoon. Just working off Paxman again. The season's high, 14 marks against Adelaide back in round 2. Doesn't have fond memories the last time these two sides met. It was the day he broke his arm at Football Park. Today, you think will be sweeter. He kicks his 3rd goal, his 1st of the second half.
Duffy has gone off for Richmond. Obviously, he's a little hurt from that collision with Campbell at the centre bounce, but again there is the bounce and it's going Richmond's way through Gale. Tawney's come on the ground. There was good effort by Rogers, initiated by Gale. Gale has done very, very well in the second half. Had Primus the first half, now he has Lade, and Lade really not getting up and using his spring. In actual fact, they've made a change. Primus is now on the ball.
So Matthew Richardson's 3rd goal is his 250th of his career. He's his 5th season with the Tigers. More opportunities surely will come his way. Eagleton denies a chance for Richardson by turning the ball back court. Powers way into half forward. Good work there from the big fella Lade. Mark not played. Can't get out now. There's Tigers everywhere. Rogers gets the foot to the ball. It's up.
Look at Callaway. Oh, funky.
Funky back into the ball. Comes back a second time. Campbell, falling away handball. Gets to Gale. Gets to Knights. For the umpteenth time, Matthew Knight sets something up for the Tigers. This time it's Rogers. Kicks long into the forward line. Powell flies. Miranda roves. Bond stages. Broderick works. Comes back to Prescott. The backman. Has he done it? Prescott now has kicked his 3rd for the year.
They can do no wrong at the moment, Richmond. They've just got numbers everywhere. Down the back line, down the forward line, midfield. When the ball bounces, they've got them there. And then watch Powell, normally a right foot kick. Powell uses his left foot kick. Normally it uses the right. You don't see too many left footers using the other side of their body. That was an excellent kick by Powell. Effort by Prescott. Played well earlier in the season against Robert Harvey and going against St Kilda.
Well, back in round 6, the Tigers were humiliated by Port to the tune of 64 points. They're exacting revenge today. Gale tries to soccer it off the ground. Tie it up. They'll have a ball up. Primus, the last man to get up. There seems to be a new spirit at Tigerland. They really do have an appetite this afternoon. Running hard and sharing it around. Primus and Gale. Primus wins it. Bond hurriedly towards half forward. Miranda going back with the flight of the ball. Bowden, cleverly done. Still Bowden. 55 metres out. Goes long. Wanganeen is shepherded off the ball. It bounces through. It's another one. It's an avalanche.
That was unbelievable. The dummies, he sold in 2 of them. And you can see he's very, very happy. And why wouldn't he be? This is a class act just here. Class display. First dummy. Second. And then from 60 metres. Just bounces before the goal line. That was excellent. Well done by Powell.
So Joel Bowden, his 2nd goal for this 3rd term. The boy from Alice Springs really making a name for himself in AFL football here at Richmond. Class act across half forward. Primus, a tireless worker for the power to David. Here comes Broderick, feeds Campbell. Cute little step on out to Rogers. Did it with the right foot on this side of the ground. Now with the left foot into the contest. Eagleton rose for the power. Gets a kick out. Doesn't clear the area though. Miranda, the dangerous Miranda. Can't get around. Bowden. He's out. He squeezed the left foot kick in. Here it is. Richardson too tall. He's just too big, too tall, too strong. Yep, and I agree, Steve. What more can you do?
There's just nothing they can do. Look, Miranda gets away. Bowden gets away. And Richardson takes the mark.
And goals. Richardson has 4.
By the Tigers, they kicked 9 goals forward at 2-2 in the 3rd quarter and raced away to a 71-point lead. And Port Adelaide looking decidedly flimsy here today at the MCG. If you want some more, you Tiger fans, there is some more to come in the highlights of the final term.
Some long stints in the reserves during the year. Promising youngster. Goes long to the square. Sets it for Richardson from behind. They need Rovers at the front. It's Baldwin. Can't get his foot to it. Miranda, it's kicked away by the Port defence. It's Callaway. Heaven forbid he couldn't kick one, and he doesn't. Powell has a go at it. He does. Left foot. Pushing back is Prescott. Judging it is Bond. Bowden. Traps one hand, feeds out somehow to the other. Knights, Prescott, Out into space, Callaway. The crowd roars. Has not kicked the lead goal yet. Unselfishly inboard to Bond.
Bowden's hurt himself again. I think it's the left knee this time. He's going to go off the ground. He hurt the right knee earlier. Now he's holding the left.
Bond short to Richardson. Joel Bowden. That's not a good side. But Matt Richardson going for his 5th. 2 in the first, 2 in the third. And he gets his 5th in the last. Well done. Harassed well by Harrison. Very good player today. Forward handball to Daffy. He finds Broderick on the burst. Inboard on the left foot. Callaway. The crowd want it. They're willing it. They're hoping it. How does he look, Don? Is he confident?
Well, we'll wait and see.
Here he comes. Good luck, Duncan Callaway on the left for the first goal of 98 games. Well done, son. Congratulations. Oh.
Just because the crowd knows
they're up. We're all up. And a wily smile.
The big turn, the 3rd one for Richmond. They were irresistible. The ball comes from Brown to Lyle. Goes long. Harrison again. Harrison short. Broderick comes away from defence then. Kicks it out towards the wing. In space, Daffy. Nobody near him. Daffy decides to have a run. One bounce. Kicks towards half forward on the lead. Richardson, he's got 5 goals this afternoon. 139 to 55. Matthew Richardson goes for distance. Sets it up. Callaway! So Callaway now directly in front. He's got a feel for it too.
I think we're also seeing that Jeff Geeshan may have a sense of theatre, Dennis.
A sense of humour. So Callaway directly in front.
They're chanting his name, the Richmond crowd, as he comes in to kick.
For his first goal in senior football, and it's good.
Oh, look at him. They've come from everywhere. Oh, what a sight in football. Look at this. Fantastic. There is not one Richmond player that hasn't gone up and congratulated him.
Harrison swings it out wide, and they'll bring it away again. Broderick, another possession. And now Holland running up towards midfield. Campbell, Holland, there's the siren. Richmond far too good. 22-14 to 8-13. And we talked about the opportunity that presented itself after last night for Port Power. Well and truly gone now. It was gone before half-time to a point, but the 3rd term, exhilarating football displayed by the Tigers, and they surged away. Duncan Callaway got his first goal in league football in that final term. That was a highlight. Matthew Knight's 29 possessions. Wayne Campbell, 33 possessions. An unlikely player, Ben Harrison, picked up 27 possessions. He was a little deeper in defence, but they really did dominate the midfield thanks to people like Harrison back in defence and finding them on the way out. So full time at the MCG, all Tigers, 22-14, 146. Port Adelaide disappointing, 8-13, 61.
So Richmond's 3rd win in 4 games under Jeff Geeshan as coach, and what a shellacking it was for the Tigers over Port Adelaide. Richardson kicked 5, 47 for the season. Miranda got 4, Powell kicked 3, and for Port Adelaide, Cummings kicked 3, 68 for the season. He's 3rd on the ladder, and a wonderful moment there for Duncan Callaway, his first goal in football.
The 1997 AFL Premiership season. Proudly brought to you by Carlton and United Breweries. Telstra, making life easier. Qantas, the spirits of Australia. And McDonald's, the official restaurant of the AFL.
Now to the ladder, and St Kilda have maintained their place on top. They're 0.5 ahead of Geelong. So in this round, they moved up to the top. Geelong 2nd and the Bulldogs in 3rd place on the ladder. Adelaide with still a game to come tomorrow night. Sydney have slipped down. North Melbourne and West Coast all won. Brisbane starting to look decidedly shaky. And the challengers are just outside the 8, with Port Adelaide perhaps could get up there if Brisbane lose in Perth next week. The Blues still a chance. Fremantle and Collingwood still a chance if they can beat Adelaide in Adelaide tomorrow night. What a setup for the final round of football. But still, this second last round has a game to go.
Port Adelaide may have almost sewn up the senior coaching position at Punt Road next year for Jeff Geishan. The Tigers blitzed Power with a 9-goal third quarter, Richardson booting 5 goals and Miranda 4 in their biggest win of the season.
The Tigers' late season form was in evidence early at the MCG. Rogers a clever goal off the ground, while big grabs from Richardson brought 2 more. Power was met heavily and hit the deck, but teammate Miranda goaled after Primus was free kicked. Cummings was marking strongly, but goals to Leyden Francis left Port down by 8 points at quarter time.
On the 50, normally a long and good kick, and this is a beauty.
Miranda was cutting Port to pieces. He kicked 2 more, and when Holland found some space, the gap was close to 5 goals. This one from Cummings was given as full points, matched by a doubtful 1 to more at the other end on the half-time siren.
The umpire has a good hard look at it. It's a goal.
It was all Richmond, though, after the break. Bowden spectacular with long kicking as goals came from everywhere. Powell notched his 3rd from close in, and the game was as good as over.
Powell beat him and kicks a goal.
Brewer tried to liven up proceedings on the ground, but it was Kellaway who succeeded. He marked and kicked truly, his first goal in 98 games of senior footy, a day for him and the Tigers to remember. And the Brisbane Lions didn't help their cause.
Finals contender Port Adelaide. The Tigers revelled in the icy conditions at the MCG to win by 85 points, and in doing so severely dented Port's chances of playing in September.
Vying for a place in the top 8, Port Adelaide had incentive on its side, but the Tigers started with greater urgency.
The ground, 2 to the Tigers.
An indiscretion by power ruckman Matthew Primus gave Miranda his first.
It's reversed.
After a slow start, Port lifted, Cummings dangerous in the forward line. At the other end, Richardson was proving a thorn for the Port defence as the Tigers opened up an 8-point lead at the break. Richmond came out firing in the second term, Miranda kicking 2. Then Holland finished off Richardson's good work.
Tackles high, no play on call. Knight spins out, gives it over to Holland, and from 2 metres out, bangs it through.
2 late goals to Cummings kept the margin to 27 points at the long break.
And he's pulled it back, and that's a goal.
What followed was a ferocious Tiger onslaught. Richmond could do no wrong as they stacked on 9 goals for the term.
On the left, gone long, gone strong, he's gone home.
Port captain Gavin Wanganeen was taken off as the Tigers surged to a 71-point lead. With the match sewn up, the final quarter was low-key. The highlight, Duncan Kellaway's first goal in senior football.
We've come from everywhere. Oh, what a sight in football.
The 85-point victory, Jeff Geishan's 3rd win from 4 games, firming him as the front runner for the top job.
Well, out of the ladder.